Hello again, everyone. As you know, I live in Warsaw. This video is going to be about finances. So, I live in Warsaw with my wife and 18-year-old dog, who's a Jack Russell Terrier. So, all of our expenses are divided into regular and irregular ones. I will give average figures, but of course, everything depends on personal situations and circumstances. Irregular expenses can include gifts like Christmas. Everyone decides for themselves whether to celebrate or not and whom and what to give. The same applies to other holidays. By the way, promotions are very popular in Poland, not only during Black Friday, so you can always look out for discounts to get special gifts. So, about mandatory payments. Once a year, we pay home insurance. Last year was 500 zloty. This year will be around 700 because prices are increasing, including the value of the apartment. The insurance cost depends on the insurance company, the size of the apartment, the floor, the year it was built, whether you rent it or run a business there or just live in it. By the way, I strongly do not recommend PSU. You can always check options online for other companies, but for these ones, we did not have the best experience. If you own a vehicle, the insurance cost is calculated individually. It depends on the age of the car, your age, and driving experience. As for medical insurance, we have public insurance, NFC, and private insurance from work, which is LuxMed in our case. If your employer doesn't provide LuxMed or Medicover or EnamelMed, you can purchase it individually. And if you go to their websites, you'll be able to see the prices available depending on what package you need. There's also pet insurance options, but since our dog is very elderly, this is not suitable for us because it's very difficult to insure a very old dog. A rabies vaccination at our clinic this summer costs 60 zloty. A standard vet consultation usually starts from 50 and goes higher if medication or tests are needed. In 2023, our dog needed to have some teeth removed. The surgery cost around 2,000 zloty, and because of his age, he also needed a heart ultrasound and blood tests. So the total came to about 2,500 zloty. For the mortgage, we pay 3,810 per month, plus 760 for the utilities. This doesn't include the electricity currently, because it's a new build and the developer is still covering it, but we'll cover it later. Previously, in the old apartment that we had, it was about 150 zloty per month, billed every 2 months. Renting a room in Warsaw costs between 1,000 to 2,000 zloty. Renting a studio apartment usually costs around 2,500 to 3,000. Prices can be checked on OLX or Otterdam and depend on your preference and budget what you need. Mobile phone plans cost around 70 to 100 zloty for 2 people. Internet, about 49. And if you get a transport pass for the month, it will cost about 110 zloty per person. And for that, you'll get like a card with your picture and you can scan it. Subscriptions like Netflix, YouTube Premium depend on your plan, and it's best to check on the official sites. We pay about 60 zloty for Netflix, and Xbox has recently increased its price to 23 British pounds, which is about 115 zloty. Amazon Prime costs 49 zloty per year. But you kind of need both of those if you like to watch things like Star Trek or The Expanse, which I highly recommend. Food, household chemicals, and small everyday items bought in supermarkets cost around 2,500 to 3,000 zloty per month. And usually you can find good discounts if you download their apps and you check in store. Restaurants can fit any budget. You can have you can have breakfast or lunch with a good deal and spend about 80 zloty for two people, or go out to dinner where the bill can be around 200 or more depending on the place. When it comes to beauty services, this is coming from my wife, not from me. Manicure prices also can vary, but in a good salon it can be around 200 zloty or even more. Beauty service prices can be checked on Booksy. Everything is down to the individual. Clothing can be affordable, but it depends on your preferences, whether you shop at Zara or Chanel. The same applies to cosmetics. You can buy something at Hebe or Rossmann, or at Sephora or Douglas. But overall, to live more or less comfortably in Warsaw as a couple, you need at least 10,000 zloty per month to make ends meet and to have a little bit of fun every now and then. This isn't including going on holidays or travelling outside of the city, of course, to other cities or countries. So I hope everyone has a great month. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.